Accuracy means where is the ball? Where exactly is the ball? And that has to do with ball placement, right? There's I think Dan Marino, I'm sure other people have said it as well, but I read a quote one time where Dan Marino said, I don't care what defense you have or who you are as a defensive player, you can't defend a perfectly thrown ball, right? So the decision making and the timing obviously go great in coordination with the effectiveness of your passing offense or throwing the football, and then accuracy. So ball placement is the key. So you could be throwing to a guy that looks covered, but if the ball is over here and the defender's behind the receiver, you might be able to complete the ball anyway. Call that an offset throw away from the defender, or leading the receiver as he's running across the field. It's as he's running, you throw it just in a way where he just runs right into the ball and continues his speed and stays open. So ball placement. And what we talk about is looking at a very small spot and throwing it exactly where we want to throw it. And then how do we throw it? Touch. Are we dropping it in with a bunch of air and turning the ball over where he runs down the field and catches the ball cleanly? Are we driving it as a defender's converging on the receiver, and we're going to beat him with the ball with our timing and our touch on the ball? Is the big deep ball where you're throwing it real high with great trajectory to allow the receiver to go play the ball. All these things had to do with the touch, accuracy, ball placement, and then that leads to yak, right? Yards after catch. The better the ball is thrown, the more accurately the ball is thrown, the better ball location there is, the more chance for that receiver to gain yards after that ball's in his hands. And that's what we're trying to do, right? We want completions so we can gain yards and score touchdowns and win the game. That's what we're trying to do. So completions, on time and accurately lead to great yak, yards after catch. That has to do with the receiver being in the right place at the right time. It has to do with us anticipating it and then putting that ball exactly where we want that ball to be thrown. And then whenever possible, make it easy. Make it easy on the receiver, right? They're running fast. They're getting open. They're running out of cuts. They're doing all kinds of things. If you can, make it an easy catch. So there's different things that go into that is in terms of decision making. Yes, I'm throwing it to him. How am I throwing it there? And am I on time to throw it there? And then who am I throwing to, right? Am I throwing to a big tight end that, has to block, and now all of a sudden he's running around and he's a little stiff and I got to put it right on him? Or am I throwing to my fullback who blocks all game long and has to go smash heads with or shoulders with linebackers and block? How do I make it an easy catch for him? Location of the throw. I'm throwing to my great receiver who has really good ball skills. You get a little more, bigger, wider range where you can throw it and how you can throw it to him, because maybe he's got a little bit better flexibility or a little bit better ball skills. So whenever you can, you want to make it easy. And how do you make it easy? Ball location with trajectory and touch and timing. So if we're to summarize, it's pretty clear that if you're going to throw the football, the three most important aspects are decision making. And remember, these are very quick things. They're split-second decisions. This is why you practice so much. This is why you work so hard on understanding what defenses are doing and how they're doing it. And those decisions you always want to do what's best for the team. You want to do the right thing with the football. Remember, sometimes that might involve throwing the ball away, even though all our goal in throwing the ball is to get completions, right? We want completions, but there's a time when you're going to throw the ball away. We want to avoid sacks if we're going to throw the ball and then How do we avoid those? Move, get the ball, throw the ball quickly. But we're going to do everything we can to avoid sacks. And then, of course, we want to have great ball security, no fumbles, no interceptions. And then timing. Remember, timing has to do with how my drop is relative to when I'm throwing that football to where the receiver is. So you work very, very hard on your timing. And whenever possible, you want to stay in rhythm with your timing to give you the best chance to complete the ball. And the last thing is accuracy. So decision making is who am I throwing to? Timing is when am I throwing it? And then accuracy, exactly where am I putting that football? And then whenever you can, you make it easy on the guy. And the part of making it easy is giving him the best ability to catch the ball easily to get the most yak, yards after catch. So if you want to throw the ball and you're a quarterback, decision making, timing, and accuracy. Good luck.